Hi there, welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I have a little what's on my desk today. I haven't. Oh, sorry, I'm reaching. Sorry. As soon as you hit play, I start groaning. Not good, not good. I'm old. All right, I'm just going to catch up a little on Her Royal Highness and what I've been doing with the Infanta Isabella Clara Eugenia, who found herself onto the cover of the Preacher's Homiletic Commentary that was owned by James Snook. Okay, so I got a lot of work done, and I actually did tape. I'm showing my age. I wonder what the newfound word is. I mean, because you don't use tape anymore when you're filming. You don't even film anymore with film. I'm wondering. Anyhow, I did actually record an episode, and then when I played it back, it was just monotonous. Ugh. Because the preparation for a cover really is the same. It's almost always the same for an old book. You know, cutting out the text block, reinforcing the spine again. Getting all this stuff ready. It's pretty commonplace. So then I sort of felt like, it wasn't terribly exciting. Here's the text block. I still keep it inside when I'm not working on her, just to help her feel supported. So let's take that out. I have the end papers ready and the windows. There we go. The windows will be like that. This will still have to be trimmed at some point, but there's my end papers that look like they could give you typhoid. I love that, how they turned out. That looks really, really great. So excited. Anyhow, yeah, so I filmed a thing on choosing papers, and then I thought, oh, that's dull as dishwater. And then I filmed one on when I was folding the papers, and then again, I just thought, oh. So, anyhow, so I do have, I think I've got all the papers for the signatures ready. I think those are going to look great. There's 9 signatures. There's approximately 5 to 6 spreads in each signature. So that's nice too. Oh, my fingers, I've got a combination of dirt, ink, and cheesy dust from Cheetos on the ends of my fingers, in case you're wondering. And tea. That's right. I was tea dyeing as well. So anyhow, yeah. So I've got some papers ready to go, and the signatures, I think, set up the way I like. Again, it's I'm aiming for this journal to be a writer's journal. And I know I said that I wanted to leave lots of room in it. But every time I look through the papers that I've chosen, I love them so much, I don't know which spreads to take out. I will take one more look through. But I do have some interesting spreads. I mean, I love polka dots. So, polka dots. What else is fun in here? There's the drawing. This is a 1940s how to draw book. This is a divider from a binder that I found once. So I thought that was cool. It says historical background on the divider thing here. So I like that. And the way to get it to fit, I had to sort of offset it. And that's okay, because that creates an interesting page here. You know, it could become a tuck spot, or who knows. Let's see if there's anything else that's interesting here. Here's a page from the Manual of Gardening that I just finished. So I put that in. Anything else interesting? Oh, this is a map from a 1922 Dutch atlas. And I thought that looked really pretty in there. So that's in the center of one of these signatures. This is one of the pages out of one of those Walter Foster, learn how to paint books. And I liked it. It's the color chart. How cool is that? I think that looks nice. So that's for signature 4. Signature 5. Anything interesting? Opera. This is a school teacher's manual for teaching reading. Oh, guest book. Gotta have a guest book spread. All right. Let's see in this one. Oh, I love this page. The feminists will love this page. And a feminist can be male or female. Don't you love that? What big men say. This is for the LaSalle University of Bookkeeping, which was, I believe, 1929. LaSalle Extension University. And it was from 1929. And it was a pamphlet or a booklet pushing their accounting course. Here's a spread, another spread from that beautiful drawing book, How to Draw. I thought that was pretty. Signature 7 is going to have some, I love this, the check register paper. So, and it's really big paper, so I was able to sort of fold it up and make a tuck spot. I still need to sew. I want to do some sewing on some of the ends. Here's a spread from a 1940s children's reader. What else? This is out of a children's fairy tale book. A page out of Little Women there on its side. This is out of a poetry book. I like that little squirrel. Yeah. And then a thatched roof. I made that book. Oh my goodness, was it last summer? I loved doing that book. It had the beautiful, was it a yellow warbler or a goldfinch on the cover? Anyhow, so if the pages are nice, I will save pages and reuse. Oh, this was in a goodie packet from my crush. Now I had a folded page that I want. Oh, here. I wanted. This is just from an address book, and okay. Alrighty, I'm happy. Now I've got to decide. I want lace. Her Majesty needs lace. So now I've got to decide on the lace. I had some little offcuts from the 2 pieces of scrapbook paper that I gave up for this journal. She was worthy of 2 sheets of my beloved scrapbook paper. And there was some offcuts. So I thought that I would make some borders for a few of the pages just to go along the edge. I thought that would look pretty. So I've inked them, and I tore them and inked them. So I will use those. Now, I'm tempted. I love this. I think, Nancy, I think you sent this to me. And I'm tempted to use this simply because the ruffle in it reminds me of her collar. Oh, and I wanted to show you something. When I pack up my journals to send them off to their new homes, I have this great big huge old dictionary that I just run through my paper shredder to make a protective packing to go around the books. And this morning when I was preparing the manual of gardening to go to her new home, I learned something on the sheet. I had been calling this an Elizabethan collar, but I learned here, look, it's called a ruff, hence the term ruffle. So I learned something new from my dictionary pages, so I had to keep that. I think the ruff will go in with Her Majesty in some way or other on a journaling card or something. Anyhow, so I'm tempted to use that ruffle, but on the other hand, it's quite simple and elegant, which this is. Quite simple and elegant. Let's take a look and use our imagination and see how this would look. So if I put that there, it would look like that. But then I was thinking of maybe some lace. I love this lace, but it's really dainty and delicate. And I think a big book like this can handle a little bit more oomph in the lace. That's just very, very delicate. And I'm thinking maybe I need to raid my drawer again, because I'm thinking, I think I even need a ruffle. A ruffled lace as opposed to a flat lace. I grabbed a few here. Hold on. I'm going to pause and go raid my drawer again. Hold on. Okay. I am back. Hold on. I need a candy. Oh, I should show you this week's chocolate. I am Canadian. Yes. Oh, I love Smarties. Oh, we've got 2 bird baths in our backyard, and they both have customers in them. That warms my heart. Okay. All right, so, sorry, my mouth is full. I kind of like this one. Not Eyelet. Eyelet's too modern. That's pretty. But I think I like that one better. Hold on. Come on, in you go. Thank you. You go there. Oh, yeah, I think that one's pretty. So that was there. Yes, I like that one. That looks nice. I still will put other laces along some of the edges, not all of them. But I usually like the front one to really say something. And I do think a book this big and this thick can handle a ruffly lace. All right, this is it. This is the one. Let me cut some off. You and you. I like to cut a little bit extra. There we go. Okay. So I'm not using the ruffle. My beloved ruffle. We'll go into another one another day. Now, I thought I had... There it is. Whew. Don't you hate when you thought you had a pin and you don't know where you put the pin? First of all, because it's no fun stepping on a pin, if you've ever done that. Second of all, we've got a nosy little dog. Okay, I'm just going to put these aside. There we go. All right, now I did have one little thing to do. Honestly, this one's pretty dull too. Until you start working on the ephemera, the bulk work of working in a journal is quite dull. Alrighty, so I'm going to put some ties under. How long are you? Under the end pages. So you're 9.5, so 4.75. So approximately there. And over here. 9.5. 4 3/4. There we go. So I tea dyed some, oh my goodness. I swear I'm developing the dumb from sitting in the house and not having my brain challenged. You know, for edging. Anyhow, I tea dyed it. I opened it up and just stretched it and wrinkled it and crinkled it, and then I stitched on it. And I'm going to make, I'm going to glue these down so that the end papers will go over them. Hold on. We will show you what it's going to look like. So then when the end papers finally get glued in, it will look like that. And then there'll be one on each side. And then we can tie the book closed with that. That's the plan, Stan. Now, Fabri-Tac. This one I can't go too far in because I'm going to have the window so that Mr. Snook's Ex Libris still shows. So that's going to go about there. Now let me see. No, not that far in. There. There, that's better. Okay, that's going to look good. I'm happy with that. All right, so we're getting better and better numbers with our corona. I mean, there's still loss. There's still danger and loss. But I'm hoping maybe we're finally... Yeah, this is doubled, so I'm actually going to make sure I get both layers glued down. So that's good, and we're happy about that. Our province of Newfoundland have been so vigorous in obeying the isolation. Apparently they haven't had a positive case in 7 days. Boy, won't it be nice when we can claim likewise? That would be a wonderful thing. I'm I want to get a Mother's Day card in the mail to my mom so that she has something to open. I'm obviously not going to be able to be with her for Mother's Day. Now, it will seem like another day to her, which is a blessing. It'll be more upsetting to me than it will be to her. But still. I usually go out there and have usually a bowl of ice cream with her. She likes butterscotch ripple ice cream. She doesn't need any more gifts anymore. Gifts can stress her out because then her first thought is, oh, I didn't get you anything. And then she feels upset because she didn't get the giver anything. Plus, there's just nothing she needs. She's quite comfortable. So I'm just going to really give this some... anyhow, so I've just found usually the best gift I can give my mom for any special occasion like Mother's Day or her birthday is I will bring a tub of butterscotch ripple ice cream, and the two of us will sit by her window and watch the birds in her bird feeder, and we'll have a bowl of butterscotch ripple ice cream. Okay, that's gonna look nice. So then the end papers will go over. Let's take a look, but I can't put it down. That's gonna look really cool. I want it to almost look like the book was so old that the original ribbons fell off and someone just added a make-do ribbon to hold it for the time being. That's sort of what my thinking was. All right, I'm going to put that aside and let that dry. Hold still, you. Felt like it was going to fall on the floor. So here's all the papers that I ended up not using. I pulled so many papers thinking, oh, I'm going to put this in it and this in it and this in it. And no. Okay. It's just, unless the spine is 4 inches thick, I'm not going to be able to fit every paper in it that I want it to fit. That's okay. There will be books. More books to come, so that's all right. I did tea dye this. I got this a while back. A stack of these at one of my stores, and so I want to use it. 1987. I like that. So I tea dyed it because it actually looked quite new for 1987. And now I'm going to have to figure out how I want to incorporate that in. I think I might just put it on a hinge rather than... I don't think I want to bend it. Oh, I should show you what I made. So I made one of Wishes and Weeds J is for Junk Mail little envelopes. So one day she did the alphabet challenge, and so I did my version of it because I wanted to make a hinge here because it's going to go in. Hold on, let me find. So say, don't fall. Oh, for Pete's sake, stay still. So say, for example, I wanted to put it in here after I've sewn this signature in. Then I want to be able to just glue those sides and have it sort of flippy because you can see through the window. Ooh, ah. And then I just made a little tucky spot. So that was sort of my little version of the J is for Junk Mail. Making of the little window. Oh, I think that's so cute. I want to make more of those. And now I've got to decide. A friend of mine, actually, she is my daughter's mother-in-law. But we were friends before she was my daughter's mother-in-law. And now we are also related, which is very, very nice. It's nice when you can share grandchildren with a friend, because then the two of you can brag together about how wonderful your grandchildren are. It's a nice thing. So anyhow, she gave me a few things that were in her great aunt's. She had some things left from her. I believe it was her great aunt. And some of them were these plays, little books on plays, and the envelope that the play came in. And I loved it, but they're falling apart, absolutely falling apart. So I killed two birds with one stone, because Nancy was wondering my setup for when I aerosol glue things. So I was lucky I got to FaceTime with her today and show her where I keep my glue box and how I go about aerosol gluing fragile paper like these. The best I can see is that, yeah, it must be at least 1925. So now some of these were still curly, so I'm still sort of finding. Come on, over you go. Thank you. I'm still sort of gluing down some of the ones that were curled back. There's one there, although it's probably going to get trimmed off, but you know what? You never know, and I might as well get it all flattened out. I think I'm just going to make pockets with these. I really love the scrolly artwork here. And I love that she wrote her own name up there, Jean McFarlane. How's that for a Scottish name? Jean McFarlane. All right. And I loved that it was from Chicago, Illinois. It cost 3 cents to send it. And then it cost 5 cents for customs. Go figure, eh? Mind you, the customs would have been on the value of the plays, not on the weight of the envelope and contents. Anyhow, but I'm not quite sure how I want to approach this. So sorry, really, really dull. Until I get into the fun of making ephemera, there's just not a whole lot yet to see in making Her Royal Highness. Oh, I found this old book of photos of Tenterden, England. And I want to somehow use some of these pictures, maybe as pockets or something. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Anyhow, I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and staying home if you can. And if you have to go to work, I hope you're staying safe. So take care, everyone, and we will talk soon. Bye.